Hey guys, Warren back again. Whilst I was on YouTube, have a look if you got some time to spare. Continuing on with my adventures with my 4-channel coaxial helicopters. As you can see, the good people at eskyheli.com and krshobbies.com come through and had a couple of deliveries for the last couple of days. And there's the second upgrade kit for the Comanche, and as you can see, the Lama is sitting there waiting for the lovely new XTreme blades that turned up, which I'll be putting on as part of a follow-up to the series of videos that I did on the Rotor Head install, the Rotor Head upgrade. As you can see, I've got myself set up. One of the things you really need to do when you start all of this is make sure that you've got yourself all set up. So I've got all my tools over there, a couple of lids off some aerosol cans, which I'll explain what they're doing later on. Obviously my trusty little screwdriver set. These aren't exactly ideal, you really should have some pointy nerve pliers, but these tend to be alright getting into some of the places. And so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start all of the process, and I'll run through with you as I go along as best I can. Okay guys, so back again, and what I've done is got myself set up ready to put these blades on. So as I said, these are from krshobbies.com. Now I don't get any endorsement or support other than the fact that they're really good guys to deal with, from either KRs or eSky Heli. But what I tend to do is when I find people that are good to deal with and helpful, I tend to help them out by mentioning them on my reviews and so on. These blades, about $7, which is pretty good. Battery, is an 850 milliamp high discharge 18 to 20C battery, which is meant to be really good. What I'll do is, once I get them working and charged up and ready to go, I'll give you guys some feedback on them. They're about $22, $23, pretty good buy, and they were here within a couple of weeks, which is great. Okay, so with the helicopter here, we've got I've taken off the top blade mount. Very simple process, just undo a couple of the screws, such as them, and off it comes. The reason I do that is I fit the blades up, and here's where these little aerosol can lids come into play. My philosophy is don't spend money that you don't need to. I mean, you can go and buy yourself some balancing apparatus to do your blades and all that, which might be fine once you get into the more expensive helicopters. With these things here, all you need is a couple of cans. Get your mount, sit it in between the two cans, provides you with a base, balance your blades, put a bit of tape on. All you guys have seen how blades are balanced. I'm not going to teach you how to fry eggs again. There's plenty of videos out there on how to balance blades, but it's a cheap and easy method of balancing them. It provides you with a basically even surface so that you can get your balance right. So once I get these blades installed and balanced up, I'll show you how we go back on, and hopefully that'll only leave setting up this helicopter to fly and getting all the setup right, so that she'll fly as good as the Comanche does. Shame I'm going to have to do the same to the Comanche, because currently that's really well set up and it flies really well. But from everyone's reports tell me that these things do much better with the upgrade head and the XTreme blade, so that's the way I've gone, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and report and show you guys that everyone's opinion was true. Back again shortly. Okay, there we go. Brand new XTreme blades installed on the eSky Lama V4. The blades themselves are extremely well balanced. I didn't need to do anything, any adjustment at all, which, if it's any indication of the quality of these blades, I can only expect good things from them. Blades came with some stickers, which I thought I'd jazz it up and put one. Make sure you put one on each side like I've done here, so that the balance remains, because I did check it out and it does throw the balance out a little bit. You wouldn't think that a very small piece of sticker material like that would change it, but it does. Blades themselves went on really well. all you need to do is these bolts through. Now they're a little bit different to the original mount over there, in that underneath you'll see that there's a little nut that has to go on, and that needs to be tightened up. It's basically like a retaining screw, so that it stops these screws from retaining nuts, so it stops these screws from winding themselves out. Other than that, pretty simple. When you put them back, I tend, once again, trusty grease over there, put a little dab of grease on the two stubs that stick out that the blade holder mounts up to, so it gives it a little bit of lubrication and helps with the movement. Other than that, guys, you can put a little bit of Loctite or thread lock in there, but I tend not to. I just wind it up as tight as I can. You're going to be removing these things regardless of how good these blades are. They're going to end up breaking, you're going to end up flying and crashing, so really no point in locking these things up. You're just going to eventually end up contaminating the threads in there and causing problems. Lock them up pretty tight. One thing you should do each time you fly is just run a quick check of all of these with the screwdriver, make sure everything's tight before you actually start flying, just in case anything's loose and flies off. Okay, that's about it. Everything went on really well. All that remains now is to spin these things up and set the helicopter. Obviously I'm going to have to set up the swash plate again, and once I do that, get it flying, and I'll bring you some video of that when it happens. In the meantime, take care and good flying, and plenty of it.